oder die linke?
Spread over your shoulder 3 times. That sounds like
Yeah. Theater things.
So we're going to start with that love rule, and then we're going to do Liquid Sky. Actually, no, then we're going to do Blind as Love.
Okay.
No, let's do Liquid Sky second.
And then blind as love.
And then, then we're going to do
The ballad.
the 1 and 3 4 with its name. And we are one.
Okay. Want to finish with this, with the little girl and the slow piece?
And then we're going to do Blind as Love and finish with Little Girl Berlin.
Okay.
Alex, the speaking mic is working well. So we're waiting for. Take it slightly slower. Man, it's good to see you.
See you too, my friend.
Yeah, well, oh, man.
What was the very last gig? Was that
I think the last one was Smalls. We're doing like a weekly thing and having different guests. It was
And so me and Dan and I,
and Dan and Adam Rogers.
with two
Yeah.
guitars.
You can imagine
I don't remember that at all.
that he kicked my ass
Oh, Adam Rogers?
beyond belief.
When was it?
10 years ago, I think.
10?
When did you leave the U.S.?
I left 10 years ago.
So that's what made you.
Exactly, that gig.
Was it that gig?
I keep
Oh man, forgot about it.
I keep asking him to for lessons, as I said, like especially now. He says, "Listen, what are you talking?" Like he's laughing at me.
I'm sure you held your own back then. Sure.
Alex, so we're waiting for a cue from you.
Oh, okay, it's good.
We're ready to play.
Yeah.
Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh.
We have been for this.
Ah!
Swearing and everything. Great.
All right, all right, all right, all right, all right.
Oh shit.
God. People of the world, we're so happy to be playing for you finally. What a year this has been. So, this was the title track of a new album that's been out for a minute called Let Love Rule. And to celebrate the album, with all tours cancelled, I was beyond happy to partner with some of the most incredible people, I would say by now, in the music business, namely Jazz Dance Magazine, who's hosting us tonight, Shure Microphones, who are hosting us tonight, Rope-A-Dope Records, the best home an artist could ever ask for, and our newest partner, Stage It, who's been doing the most cutting edge work as far as taking music to into modern current times. So we've been doing a series of talks with some of my biggest inspirations, and with no clear end in sight, we figured we're gonna have to play for you a little. So we're opening this incredible new chapter today with one of my closest and oldest New York musical brothers. I've known this esteemed gentleman for at least 15 years or so, but I heard him first when I was 17. So there's David Sanchez, who's also a member of the Rope-A-Dope family, put out a string of albums with the most incredible band, Edsel Gomez, Antonio Sanchez, Miguel Zenon, and the one and only Mr. Hans Glawischnig on bass. And I was the most... Hans! I was the biggest fan of that band. I knew every tune. I learned the thing. My favorite tune was by Hans. It's on an album called Meliza. And when I met Hans in New York, I was really like a diehard fan, and that led to a very close friendship and playing brotherhood. We played at least 40-50 gigs together with different formats, and when Ash just asked me when was the last time, I'm thinking at least 10 years ago. It was in small jazz club in the village with Dan Weiss and Adam Rogers on guitar as a special guest. So, to open this series with my musical brother here means so much to me. We'll tell you a little more about Hans in a minute, but this next tune is the third tune on the album. If you haven't checked it out, go to Rope-A-Dope or to dekelbor.bandcamp and check it out. I'd love to share it with you. This is called Liquid Sky. This was Liquid Sky. So before we move to the next one, Hans, I want to ask you about some things I never really got to talk about with you. I remember when you first joined the Corea group, the one that you played both of the trio as well as the Continents with an orchestra. You guys played. You guys played the quintet a lot. Especially with the fact that you just left us. What are your memories? When, especially this past month, where everybody's kind of like gathering their moments and their memories with him. I'd love to hear some of yours.
Yeah, it was an amazing time that I got to spend with him, and it was sort of on and off intermittently over a course of about maybe 6 years that I played with him. And the thing that I loved most about him is just his sort of childlike curiosity about everything that he would do, and it was just really wonderful to see how he put this piece that I wound up playing and recording with him, how he put it together from start to finish, because he sent me the original sort of demos and stuff he was working on.
So the demo with just piano?
Well, no, he had an orchestrated thing for, he had sort of on music software as Logic or something. He had a sort of demo file of the whole thing, and then he sent us that. And then Marcus Gilmore, the drummer that played on the project, and I flew down to his house in Florida, and we played through the music, just the rough sketches of all the stuff that he had in mind.
Right.
And it was great to see him then with the rehearsals of the orchestra, how he would slowly put everything together and make a whole presentation out of it. And just you can see a master at work, how he sort of molds his own work and his own compositions, and how he would change things and change forms.
I mean,
great.
you play with a lot of the legends, but with someone that is that iconic, do you ever have moments like, oh my God, I used to grow up listening to this guy? I mean, these are the albums that we all grew up learning how to play.
Yeah,
from.
Definitely. I definitely have those moments, especially the first rehearsal, the very first couple of times that we played with him. I was like, oh my God, that's Chick Corea.
So there's that crisp time thing.
Definitely, yeah, that was just amazing. His whole time feel and sense of tempo. I learned a lot from that. Just
what did you learn?
Just about keeping time and tempo and staying sort of relaxed and just having it groove. His inner sense of his inner clock was so strong.
Yeah,
and it was just amazing to play with him, and just to see how one of the greatest things experiences, one that I hold really dear, is he played on a couple of songs of one of my recordings.
Absolutely,
Panorama, yeah. And it was amazing to see how he would turn when I only had a couple of hours in the studio with him, and I gave him the music right there. And he has two songs, and I remember him reading through, like on the first pass, he sounded like pretty much any other pianist, right? He would play the chords, so he understood what I meant. And then the second pass of the second chorus of the song, he started making it his own. It's
this is the first take?
No, this is what we were just running. Yeah, we were just running it, and then as he was learning the song, he started like tinkering with the voicings, and then he made it sound like Chick. And that was the most amazing thing to me to see how a master takes someone and makes it their own. And that's the thing that I've really learned from that. Like I try to incorporate some of that in whatever I do.
Absolutely.
To put a little bit of
that's really something that I associate with you. Like every time we played, you would take.
I'm not in the same league as him by any means, but there's just the concept of that is really great to witness. It was amazing, one of the most amazing things that I've seen, and all the greats do that. Herbie does it, I'm sure. Wayne does it. All those people of that generation, even a lot of younger people like yourself. You make stuff your own. If we were to play a standard, it would sound like you.
That means a lot. That means a lot. So the things we were talking about just now were a Chick Corea album called The Continents. It's a must-have, and one of Hans's albums, I think it was on Sunnyside, called Panorama. It's one of 3 or 4, I think 4 albums that are all of them completely unique. Has a lot of my favorite musicians, from Donnie McCaslin to many other people. Make sure to check it out. The ones that he's talking about is a trio with Marcus Gilmore and Chick and Hans. Great albums. So yeah, go and listen to it. The next one is another one of my own compositions of the album Let Love Rule, which is out now on Rope It Up Records. This is called And We Are One. It's absolutely one of my favorite tunes to play. And shares a lot with the other tunes on the album, especially in the sense of the way that I like to put sentences together. And I haven't played this tune in a really long time, really since the release stream. So I'm looking forward to it. This is And We Are One. It's always nicer to tune before the song and not after. for sticking with us. This was called "And We Are One" from my new album "Let Love Rule" out on Rope It Up Records. I want to introduce the guys here on the drums. One of my closest friends and musical